Hello, hi everybody. It's Colleen with Chalk Couture. How's everybody doing on this fine, fantastic Wednesday? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm just gonna get my iPad going here real quick. Share. And then we'll be ready to get started with tonight's project. There we go. Okay. Hello, Barb. Okay. I think we are good. Let me just prop this up back here so I can see. I need to kind of bring this in a little closer because I don't have my glasses on so I can see this project, but then I can't see my iPad comments. So let's try and bring that in a little closer tonight because sometimes I miss people coming in and I always want to say hi. And I just turned the volume up on there by accident. Turn that down. There we go. So tonight we are going to do hot cocoa bar, and I have to thank Chalk Couture because I have spelled cocoa wrong my whole life. I did not realize that there was an A on the end of it. What a moron I am. So anyway, I have obviously used this transfer. You can see the staining all around it. And that's perfectly fine. I always say that it's fine if there's staining, so long as it's not in the silkscreen area, you're good to go. So I have labeled the back of my transfer. And this transfer probably isn't too sticky because I have used it a bunch of times, but let me just check because it's always good to just fuzz it up. This one I think should be pretty good. It's not terribly sticky, but if you were opening your transfer for the very first time, I highly suggest that you fuzz it up. And when I say that, what I mean is you literally take your transfer and just put it on your clothes like that. And just you're peeling the fuzz, the lint from your clothes and making the back of your transfer a little less sticky. So let's put our mug on here. So I'm just going to kind of center this guy down at the bottom. And I think, make sure I got that in there. We're good. Just feeling around here for any bumps. I don't want to have any bumps in my silkscreen area. And I thought for the mug, for the hot cocoa mug, that I would use Midnight Sky. I love this color. It's so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. I'm not opening it over here because I always wind up getting chalk boogies. It's just little dried up pieces of chalk that are around, always wind up on my project. So open that over here to the side. I'm going to grab just a stirry stick real quick. Give this a quick stir. And with our chalk paste, we are looking for that yogurt-like consistency. Look how beautiful that color is. I love it. And you know what I thought too? It looks, I'm going to go a little non-traditional. I'm not going to use, you know, red and things like that for Christmas because for the hot cocoa bar. So I figured I'd change it up a little. So I'm going to use the Midnight Sky and Wild Berry. Look how beautiful that color is. And then I'll use white for the foam and the steam. Oh, I got a chalk boogie. Get that off of there. And then I'm going to do this in white, and I'm going to take hot from Hot Fudge and then cocoa and just put hot cocoa inside there. So I thought that's kind of what we're going to do tonight. Now this transfer is huge. It has so many pieces. It's actually 2 full sheets in there. Look at all of these pieces that it has. It has all the different ingredients that you can use to make your hot cocoa bar. Tons, and little images too, like your candy cane and your marshmallows. So tons of things to pick from. I'm going to keep it very simple tonight. So we're going to just have to go in here and be just a little careful to get the mug around here, and then we'll do this white. I'm not sure if I want to do it white or custard. I haven't decided yet, so I kind of have both off to the side here. And we'll figure it as we move along. But in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and grab our Midnight Sky and go ahead and get the actual mug started. So I'm just going to cover the whole silkscreen area. And I'm going to go a little heavy here at the bottom, and then as I work my way up, I just have to be a little careful so that I'm not hitting the cream part. Excuse me, I don't know what's losing my voice tonight. Let's get that whole bottom covered. We're good there. Just going to pull that right across. And as we get up here, I'm going to hopefully not get my head in the way. Just work to get this in as close as I can to where the mug ends. I'm just using my squeegee to help me along here and get right there up against it. Like so. And then we just pull down. I have a little more down here. Hello, Elaine. So again, just trying to be careful that we're only hitting the mug part here, just taking our time, covering the whole mug. Just want to get that line right there. Okay, I think we're good. I just missed a little corner over here. Just try this angle and see if I can grab that little tiny piece right there that I'm trying to grab. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to move it along. I think I am going to, hello Mandy, I think I am going to do the cream and the steam and custard. So let me grab another squeegee. And I'm just going to grab some custard here. Grab these guys up at the top. I'm trying to work quick because the chalk paste is going to dry quickly on your board. And this chalk paste, I probably should have added a little bit of water too because it's feeling just a little thick, but we'll move quick. And just cover that silkscreen area, getting all that excess off up there, and then moving on to the cream part. I kind of like the cream and the midnight sky together. It looks really pretty. So again, just kind of being careful here. I'm trying to go quick because it looks like things are starting to dry, but not too quick that I'm being sloppy because I'm known to do that. Almost there. I'm just kind of like flicking my squeegee a little bit just to get to this little last bottom piece here so I can pull these two together. Okay, I think we are done. Hopefully that is not drying on there. I'm going to peel back slowly. Hi Rhonda. I'm going to peel back slowly because if it's starting to dry, then I might throw a wet paper towel down here. So let's take a quick look. Looks good up top. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Perfect. Didn't dry. So we did it quickly enough that it wasn't a problem. That looks so good together. I love the color combination. I really, really like that. Okay. So let's give this a quick shot of heat so that we dry that off. We are good. So I'm going to close up this guy here because I'm not using, I think I'm done with the midnight sky. So let's close that up. And I think for here, yeah, I think I'm going to use white. I was kind of debating going back and forth. Should I do white or should I do the cream like I did? So again, I'm just going to take this and fuzz it right here on my sweater. Don't believe I've used this piece yet, so that's why I just kind of want to make sure that I am fuzzing it. Just putting it on and off a couple times on my sweater. And we're going to center this guy right up here. There we go. I'm going to cover up my custard. I want to close that guy too because I'm not going to use that. Make sure you get the lid on there good and tight. We're done with those two squeegees. I'm going to grab my white. Let's give this a quick stir. The white tends to be, like I said, oh, there goes the chalk boogies all over my board. Tends to be a little bit thicker. And that's okay. Just give it a good vigorous stir and add a little water if you need to. I'm going to add just a little water to this. Just a little at a time. You can always add more if you need to. And that's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bigger squeegee for this. I just got a good amount on there. And then I'm just going to pull this right down. Oh, that's a big chalk boogie that's about to fall out. There we go. Get that out of the way. And I'm doing our project tonight on Chalk Couture's Aiden chalkboard. Hi, Meg. This chalkboard is amazing. This comes in your kit when you join as a new designer. And it is guaranteed, the chalkboard is guaranteed for 50 years. If I could get my finger in here, that would be great. There we go. It's an amazing chalkboard, and I just love, look at how beautiful the colors come out on these chalkboards. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for one to get deals on, you know, boards and surfaces like that from your big box stores, but the chalk paste just goes on so beautifully on the Chalk Couture surfaces. I have to say, I have to be honest. After all, that's kind of what they were made for, and I'm a little partial to it, so that's just my opinion. I want to make sure that this bottom layer that right here is good and dry, because I'm going to be putting something on top of it. So that has to be really good and dry. So as I mentioned, I'm going to take the hot from the hot fudge and then the cocoa here. So I just want to make sure, because that is nice and hot, I want to give that a second just to cool off. While that's cooling off, I'm going to close my white chalk paste and get my wild berry chalk paste ready to go. So let's do that. I'm just throwing everything into my pan of water that I have off to the side. So let me move these squeegees, put them in the pan. And then we can close up our chalk paste and move on to wild berry. This color is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, look at that color. And this is really got a nice consistency. It goes on so thin. It's just the pigments. So you'll notice in the different colors that you use, the pigments are going to be, and the consistency is going to be just a little bit different in each of your chalk paste. This one is very, like almost soupy, kind of. It's beyond yogurt, like I think. But it goes on so nicely. So let's do this. I'm going to put cocoa down first. And to help get your transfers off of their carrier sheets, what I do is I kind of roll my finger and it comes off. Instead of trying to peel and then you wind up peeling apart the backer sheet, just kind of roll your finger on it and that kind of helps get your transfer off. And then again, we're going to fuzz this guy right on my sweater. Just usually pick it up and put it down 3 times is usually pretty good. That picks up enough fuzz on the back so that it's not quite too not too sticky. Let's put that in the center. Again, I'm just going to go lightly because this is layering. Same thing with the hot fudge. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this on here, but let's see. I don't want it to touch the bottom transfer that I have down there. I mean, it's okay that it does. It's just I want to make sure my spacing. So I was kind of thinking of going here, and you can see that the H is going to be covered. So I'm just going to set this right here for a hot second. And then we'll do cocoa first. And again, we're just going to go with a light coverage on here because we are layering. Ooh, I almost went off my transfer. Okay, I don't think I did. So let's grab that off. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks really pops on the white background. Sorry about my chair, my squeaky chair. Put those in the chalk boogies again. When I'm looking at the mug in the on my iPad, it looks like it's kind of 3D on here. That's really kind of cool. It's just the effect that it has on the chalkboard. It looks really neat. Okay, so that's dry. Just want to let that cool off again for a second, because if your surface is hot, it's going to dry your chalk paste really quickly. So I'm just kind of letting that cool down for a hot second. Okay. Then we'll put hot right in the center there. I can't believe that I have been spelling cocoa wrong all these years. What a dope. Okay, and we're just going to use hot from here. Oh, I almost hit the F. Wasn't paying attention and I almost got it. Just putting all that excess right back into our jar. Oh my gosh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I'm gonna grab a towel because I just got my fingers wet from putting it into, hi Debbie. Just got my fingers wet from putting the transfers into the pan. Look how pretty that wild berry is on top of the white. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So pretty. Now, I don't know whether I should keep going. How are you, Debbie? I don't know if I should keep going and add some of all these different ingredients that we have. Should I like put them along the side? Or just leave it simple like that? I kind of like, I'm thinking, let's see, what are some ingredients? We've got sugar and chips, and I'm trying to find the smaller ones that will fit, because these are going to be too long. So let's see. We've got milk and sugar. What's in hot cocoa? Milk and sugar. Vanilla. That might be too long. Let's see. That's going to be too long. I don't want to put any of the images. Although they're really cute, I'm going to just not use those for right now. And the marshmallows, how cute are they? Oh, that might look cute down here. That might look good there. I kind of, or off here to the side. If I could fit them in there, like some white marshmallows. Let me think on that one. There's some more cream and some sugar. Let's see what else we have. Let me move that because that's going to keep falling down. Oh, look at the chocolate chippies. I could put them on the bottom too. Let's see. Well, I don't do mint in mine. I don't know about anybody else, but I usually don't put mint. Oh, I like marshmallows. Or whipped cream. I've got whipped cream. Here's some of the images. Let me think. Let me think. I kind of want to try the marshmallows over here now that I just put that there. So let's do that real quick. Should I? That's gonna fit. I don't think the chocolate is, but the marshmallows would look really cute here. Let's try that. I'm gonna just put these guys kind of. Should I put them here? Maybe over here. All right, let's give it a whirl. Worst case scenario is if I don't like it, I can just wash it off. That means I'm gonna have to redo the mug, but I just don't know if I want to go on that side or that side, because I can kind of almost get them in here. I think I'm gonna go over here because I can get them in more not touching the mug. So let's try it over on this side. Grab another squeegee and put our marshmallows down here. I'm just getting all that excess. I did put a lot of white chalk paste on there. I'll get that excess off. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. Left side. I did it on the left side, Debbie. I already beat you to it. Look how cute that is. Now I'm wondering if I need to put the chocolate chippies on here and get out my mocha. How adorable are they? These cute little marshmallows. Let me see if I can get the chocolate chips in here. Because the brown will, if I do mocha chocolate chips, that'll look pretty good on here, I think. With the blue. I love blue and brown. I love that combination of colors. So maybe we can get them. I'm not going to get all of them on here. I'll just kind of have them go off a little bit. Oh no, actually I got that chocolate chip in there, so that'll work. What do we think? Chocolate chips? Yay, nay? Chocolate chips? I kind of feel like I have to balance it out because I did the marshmallows over there. So the chocolate chips over here. Or should we go for just putting some of the ingredients across the top? That'll be easier to wash off if I can't get it to fit. So I could do marshmallow. Yeah, see, these are kind of long. I could definitely get milk and sugar. I don't know, I might abandon that because the ones I want to use, and I could fit it like that, but I don't really like that. I don't know. I think I might abandon that, and I think I might just go for simple up top and then do the marshmallows and the chocolate chips down here. So let me grab, I think I thought I had bark, but let me check. Maybe I don't. I know I have mocha. I definitely have mocha. So I can do mocha for the chocolate chips. So let me grab that real quick. I have the mocha. Mocha is in our 2-ounce jars. So let me just cover these, the white back up over here and the wild berry so that doesn't get dried out. Okay, they are covered now. And we'll go with mocha. So let's open that. That's probably gonna need a stir. Grab a little stick. This is gonna need a little bit of water. These are our 2-ounce jars. And like I said, I just recently opened this one. So I've had this for probably since last October, and I just now got to open it. So I'm just adding a little bit of water to it. Our chalk pastes are guaranteed to last for a year unopened and for 6 months after you open them. However, that being said, I do have 2-ounce chalk paste that I bought last year that I still use. So I just keep adding water to them. I'm not ready to throw them away when I can just add water and get more uses out of them. So that's what I do. All right, let's grab some mocha on here. All right, I'm hoping that, I hope this is gonna work. I hope I like it. We'll see. But it definitely needed something on the right-hand side since I had the marshmallows on the left. Kind of feel like you have to balance it out. Okay, just getting all of that excess off. And then putting all that excess back right into my jar, like we always do. Always want to save as much of our chalk paste as we can. Oh, look at those chocolate chips. They are adorable. I like it. I feel like it balanced out the bottom. Still feel like I need something up here though, but I'm not quite sure yet what it is. Not quite sure. Let's just clean this up real quick. Thanks, Deb. I like it too. like I always do with every project that I make whenever I'm live, I always have to sit and look at it for a little while. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week, and I either go back and add stuff, or I finally get to the point where I'm like, no, I kind of like it the way it is, and I leave it. Or I get to the point where I'm like, it definitely needs something else, so I might just like throw an embellishment on there, like some flowers or some ribbon or something on there to kind of jazz it up. I like this, it's pretty simple, and that's pretty much how I am. I love simple understated pieces. So this, to me, fits that bill. So I'm going to grab my pan of water real quick. I'm going to slide this off, and we're going to show you how we clean off our transfers. Because it's great to be able to see the process from beginning to end, right? So you want to be able to know what you're doing when you get your supplies or your products, your transfers and things like that, and how to take care of them, right? So I just have my trusty old beat up kitchen towel that I use for these purposes. And I've got my bucket here with all my transfers. So I'm just going to help get this chalk paste off with my fingers, and I'm going to place my transfers sticky side up onto my kitchen towel. And sometimes when you have the transfer sitting in the water for a little bit, it does help get the chalk paste off. But just a note, don't leave your transfers in the water for too long, because then you won't get the stickiness back. And you definitely need the stickiness so that you can stick your transfers onto your surfaces. So let's just get this one cleaned, our big coffee mug, or hot cocoa mug in this case. Get that guy cleaned off. And then our little pieces here. And our squeegees. We recycle everything. Our squeegees are meant to be used over and over and over again. And you can see that I actually have even cut some of them down. This is the small squeegee, and this is a piece of the small squeegee right here, so that I can use it for smaller spaces. And don't be afraid to mix and match your different transfers and cut down your squeegees if that helps you. That's perfectly fine. I'm running out of space here. Let me slide some of these over. I need a little more space. Almost got everything out of here. We've got 2 squeegees left. Clean those off. And one more. And that is everything. So let me slide that back over. Oh, I think I missed a stick. I missed one of my stirry sticks. Let's grab that. My hands are soaking wet. Let's grab a paper towel. So, how we start this process of cleaning our transfers. First is, I like to get the excess water off of the back of them. Just get some of that excess water off. That's all I'm doing. And then we clean these guys off. We're going to return them right to their tray here. I just have a tray sitting by with my little squeegees in it and my stirry sticks. Oops. So the final step for cleaning your transfers so that you can get many uses out of them is to use a disinfectant wipe. We definitely do not recommend using baby wipes. There's a chemical in there that does not interact well, I believe is what it is. I was just always told don't use baby wipes, so I don't. So I use Clorox disinfectant wipes. You can see I have a big tub of them. Try to grab them when they are on sale, because you go through them when you're wanting to clean your transfer. So we flip it back to the side where we chalked on, and we're going to get rid of all of that chalk on there. And then we flip it back to the sticky side and let it dry. That is all there is to it. And we're just trying to get all of the chalk paste out of the silkscreen area. And if you're the first time watching, if you're watching on replay or watching live, The reason that we do this with our transfers is because we want to get multiple uses out of them. I do many different projects with the same transfers, and I can use my chalk paste on these transfers, and I can also use my couture ink on these transfers. So you're just wanting to make sure you do a good job keeping that silk screen area clear so that you can make many different projects with them. It's nice because you can make some things for yourself and then make things as gifts, especially for the upcoming holidays, so that's perfect. Okay, so now that we have all of these clean, this is where it comes back into play that you labeled the back of your transfers. Because now all that I'm going to do is literally just match it up and press down. I'm a little off on that one, but that's okay. And it's okay if you're a little off. I'm always a little bit off trying to return them to my carrier sheets. That's okay. So long as they're on there, you're good. Cocoa. And then we have this guy. And then the big one. And the hot cocoa cup. That is it. So now all of your transfers are back onto their carrier sheets, all nice and clean. And you can return them to their packaging. This is actually the big, I didn't want to use it on this board because it was a little too big, but this is the huge hot cocoa bar sign. I decided to make my own tonight. But like I said, look at all those pieces. So many pieces in this transfer set. You can mix and match with different transfers, and I've seen some really cute things where you get different little jars, and you can label the jars with like marshmallows and have them set out to make a hot cocoa setup at a party. That's so fun for the holidays to do like a little hot cocoa bar setting. So yeah, so that is it. That's how you take care of your transfers, how you clean them. And then this was tonight's project. Losing my voice. I don't know what the heck's going on. So that is tonight's project. We've got the hot, I made the hot cocoa bar here with the hot from the hot fudge and then the cocoa, and did our mug in the Midnight Sky chalk paste, and this is wild berry chalk paste, and then we added cute little designs down here of our little white marshmallows and our little mocha chocolate chips, and this is done in custard. So I thank you for hanging in there and watching this project tonight, and if you would be so kind, if you're not already a designer, to hit the share button, which is on the bottom left-hand corner of your mobile device. That way it gets the Chalk Couture love out there to everyone, and I would appreciate that. And thank you so much for hanging in, and I appreciate you watching me make this creation tonight. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.